Man, don't entertain the enemy. You know, whenever you're at the about to be out of a breakthrough, the enemy, he's going to be sending attacks on you, right? Because he knows that you're right at the verge of something great. You're at your breakthrough, right? And just a few weeks ago, I was in a car crash, right? And in this car crash, it was very different, right? I just moved across the city from where I used to live, and it was my last day to turn my keys in. And I was heading out, going to the gym, and I realized it was my last day. So, I turned around, went across the city, and mind you, it was raining here in the Bay Area, California. And I had an old pickup truck, old Ford Ranger, my old reliable man. I love that truck. And basically, I'm going over the overpass, and I lost control. I lost control. I started hydroplaning, lost control, and but before that, right? I'm always listening to online ministries, and then but the message that God was sending to me right then and there when the right before the crash happened, he told me that I'm about to be on a legendary run. I'm going on this run, but before all these great things happen, right? The enemy's gonna their spiritual warfare is going to be up, and it's going to be a lot of attacks on you. And that was the last thing that I heard. As soon as I start losing control, I started losing control. There was 4 lanes. I'm in the second lane, and I go wide out. I spin around 360, hit the center divider, flip over, and I'm like, oh man, like luckily, like I flipped over, and then as soon as I come back regular style, so I'm like, wow, like what? Windows all busted, airbags deployed. Mind you, it's a '99 Ford Ranger, very small, and it happened so quick, super quick. And as soon as I got out, got my phone, and I wasn't hurt. I realized that I wasn't hurt, and I got my phone. I got out and called my loved ones and let her know that I just got in a wreck. And after that, I was just thinking on the side of the freeway, looking at my vehicle. I'm okay, checking myself, and I was like, wow, you know what, God is good. That was the first thing I was thinking, like, God, I know you got me, right? And this was almost 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, right? And ever since then, I haven't been in the flow of things, right? And even before then, I was feeling lazy. I was getting tired. I wasn't on my program. Eating healthy in the gym. Like for some reason, I was getting tired, and now today I woke up different. Like I woke up like what, I brushed. It was almost 3 weeks, right? And between them, I was getting angry. A lot of stuff in my life that was going on, right? And now that I think about it, like wow, you know what? I'm at the brink of a breakthrough, right? And it was just very now that I'm thinking about it today, like what, I'm sorry, I'm on the verge of another breakthrough. I know, because all that stuff that happened to me, now that I'm where I'm at right now, like understanding it, and it gives me a clear view of because of where I've been before, right? And just to take a deep dive into my past, right? I've had struggles with alcohol, substance abuse, and I was addicted for quite some time. And God saved me multiple times, right? Even with car crashes. And I would say, there was a few years ago, 2021, I had got a motorcycle, um, something super quick, and then 3 days later I got into a wreck. Somebody cut me off, and the car was total, and then boom, that happened. And so he was like, you know what, it's not time for you to, it's not a good choice for you to be on the bike. Boom, I walked out untouched. Okay, cool. A few years later, boom, I'm addicted, substance abuse. Boom, ended up consuming something that what I thought was blah blah blah. I overdosed. I flipped the car. I was driving with my girlfriend. I flipped the car, unconscious, 5 minutes, flipped the car, boom, woke up handcuffed to the hospital bed. He saved me there. He was there the whole time. She saved me out the car. There was multiple people involved. Like I don't remember nothing. I blacked out. And even then, it wasn't enough for me to stop doing what I was doing. I was still living, fast, not caring. I wasn't able to sit back and realize, right? And I had a court case, DUIs, a whole bunch of things. Boom, a year or two later, that case goes to the judge, in front of the judge. First week of trial, dismissed. And I'm like, wow, God is crazy, right? Like God is, God is amazing, right? And even then, I'm breaking free from my addiction, trying to get closer to God. Not super close, but all these things that are happening, right? And then this last one, right? Just a few weeks ago, another crasher, right? And I'm like, wow, he's gotten me through a whole lot of things. And he could have cut the plug a long time ago, right? But he did it. And even though all the things that I was doing, right? All the bad things that I was doing, he still was there. Even if I didn't even feel him, like I didn't see him, I didn't think he was around, like he knew exactly where I was at. He knew exactly where I was at. So, I just want to let you know, like, just keep pushing. Like, you're meant to be here. You have a purpose, right? Even if you're not 100% sure what you're doing right now, there's a purpose for you. For all the things that you've done, all the things you've been through, all the things that you've already gotten out of because of God, there's something there for you. Like, you have to find that out. You have to figure it out. There's a Proverbs that I'm going to read to you guys. Proverbs 24, verse 16. For a righteous man falls 7 times and rise again, but the wicked shall fall by calamity. I'm not sure how you say that word, but when I read that, right, it says, for a righteous man fall 7 times, right? Like for all the things that I've done already, like, man, even if I love God and I want to be, a righteous man and seek his kingdom, right? I still fall short of temptations, right? I'm not perfect, right? And I slip up and I fall into my old man. I die to myself, right? And even if I fall, boom, 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 I still know what's right from wrong, right? But even though I know deep down in my heart that I'm there with him, like, I'm still, boom, I'm showing up. And right now where I'm at, like, that was my 7th time, whatever, 6th, 7th time, and he's still there for me. For a wicked man, right? If you fall and commit into sin, like, and then you start getting into that habit, like, you know what, God doesn't love me no more. God's not gonna do it for me. You know what? But that's what I'm saying. That's what happens when you stuck in your wickedness and around the people, negative energy, all that stuff, like boom. But I always knew where I'm supposed to be. I know there's something greater for me in my life. So I say that to say this, like, man, just continue to push through. If he did it for me, he could do it for you. And I'm not perfect. I fight these temptations. I have to die to myself each and every day. And oh yeah, and also within these last 3 weeks, right? I haven't relapsed, right? The last time I've been clean for quite some time. You know what? The last year, I'm clean right now, but regarding substance abuse, right? But I have a problem where, what I lead to that was alcohol, right? And I've been clean off alcohol for quite some time, and then within these last few weeks, I had a drink. And it was like, the enemy, like, you know what, all the stuff you've been through, like, boom, just go have a drink. And me, usually when I go, it leads to that. But luckily it didn't. But even then, like, I felt like it was okay. I was like, you know what, it's just 1 or 2, 3, boom, I'm gonna cut it off right there. And I felt like that was okay. But that was him getting into me, letting them know that, like, you know what, just calm down, just do your thing, like, you cool, you chilling. But that was him playing tricks on me. But now today I woke up in a different mood, different feeling, like I'm understanding God's giving me these words, like through different people, through different things. I'm seeing these different signs, like, man, you know what, I'm tripping right now, like. So I took it back to him, and I'm feeling way much better, and just realizing the things that I've been through, where I'm at. I never been in this place before, right? I'm building this business. I'm having problems regarding my W-2, or all these things, but I still have everything that I need. I have a roof over my head. I have my bills paid on time. My groceries, my fridge is full. Like, I have everything that I need. But all this extra stuff that I'm worrying about, like, I never been here before, and he's gonna get me through. I know he is. And just like he's gonna get through for me, he's gonna get through for you. So wherever you're at, if you man, you did something right now, some drugs or drinking alcohol or something that you shouldn't be doing, but you in your heart, deep down in your heart, that's not what you want to be doing, and that's not the end all be all for you. Please just take that day, take it back to God, speak life over yourself, and you could get over it. Please, if I did it, like, bro, I was strung out, like, I was stuck like Chuck, I was doing stuff, I was talking to myself, I was down bad, like, I thought I was never going to get out what I did, and I'm feeling way much better, but those temptations are always there. So please, if you need help, seek help. But God is going to get you out of anything, right? Man is no respecter of man. I mean, God is no respecter of man. He has the ultimate say, and he got me out of that. And I know that I'm at the verge of a breakthrough. Like I'm about to be on a legendary run, and you are too. But you got to stay focused. Peace.